Easy, guys. I put my pants on, just like the rest of you, one leg at a time. Except, once my pants are on, I make gold records.
What's up, VC and everybody out there in YouTube land? Spin Doctor and Vinyl Mayhem once again. So real quick, gonna do a quick recap of Noble Records' 6th anniversary. Happened today, bright and early for me. Man, 6 years Dylan has had Noble Records. And it's been a great 6 years. I've been going there for a very long time. Met a lot of great people in the 6 years. Dylan's been a good guy. Logan, all the other people that have come and gone. But yeah, a lot of fun today. I had plans of meeting Justin and Jeff. Jeff, you might know as the Vinyl Record Info YouTube. I'm gonna put a link in to his channel. But we were gonna meet up this morning early. Not as early as I had planned, but still early. We were saying like around 4:30, 5 o'clock. However, I woke up at 3 o'clock and I was like, well, I'm not gonna be able to go back to sleep knowing that it's this short a time. And plus I only live just a couple miles away. Got up, showered and everything. So I headed on over there, got there around 3:45, and I figured someone's gonna be there. And Jeff had talked about being there at 2:30, so I thought maybe Jeff will be there. And I was the first person in line. And honestly, I was not even going really to get anything. I was going to support Dylan, be there to hang out with my buddies, maybe shop around for some other people, but not really get anything for myself. So I'm thinking I'm first in line for this. But anyway, around a little after 4, luckily enough, Justin showed up, which he showed up a lot earlier than he was expecting to. He had kind of the same thing as me, woke up and was like, I can't go back to sleep. Then Jeff showed up about 4:30. Jeff comes from Charleston, so he's got a little bit of a drive, so we had to get up early anyway. So Jeff got there, and then the next person didn't show up till after 6. So we had a good, little while of just us chatting, which we knew we were going to do anyway. So that was awesome. Then, John, Digital Gramophone, he showed up about 8:10. And for the first little while, we were like, man, no one is showing up. In years past, lines would start so early, and we were kind of getting a little worried. But in true fashion, the line really started to pick up about 9 o'clock, 9:30, and open at 11 now, and there was a good line out there. So kudos to Dylan for always bringing it and bringing a line. I was first, like I said, and Dylan actually let the first 4 of us in there for 2 minutes before he let other people go in. So had a mission to hit the wall, to look for some stuff for some other people. Did that. And, well, needless to say, I ended up getting stuff for myself, including this 6th anniversary shirt. That's right, got the Noble Records shirt. I like to get the shirts when I can, and I like this one with the raccoon on it because, let's face it, what do raccoons do? They just go digging for everything. Just like us record collectors, we go digging in the crates. We'll dig in dumpsters if we have to, if we find out that the records, wherever they may be. So, picked this up, was very excited about it. But I picked up 3 records for myself, and I'm going to show them to you now. First, I was very excited to find this, and it was very reasonably priced. This is ZZ Top Recycler 1990, and this thing is super, super clean. Not a record you see very often because, again, this is 1990. only been pressed once until now. Rhino Hi-Fi did the box set, and then for October, this is getting its own pressing because they're releasing all 6 of the records that were in the box set, or is it 6 or 5, as singles. But I can't pass up the opportunity for an OG copy on the Warner Brothers label. And like I said, this is a nice, super clean copy. I was very happy to see how clean it was. This is not a record you come by very often, so that excited me. I mean, I've never seen one in the wild, so thought it was really nice. I mean, I have a copy of Afterburner, which was the record before this, of course, of Eliminator, really nice, clean copies. And then, of course, I have my prior to the 80s stuff, too. But to add this one, very, very exciting. This is a master disc as well. My Head's in Mississippi and Double Back from Back to the Future 3 is what's on this one. And Give It Up are the really songs that made radio play. Is it their best? No, but like I said, just because the rarity of finding this, I was like, I've got to get this one. So very, very cool. Very excited to add this. Yeah, I'm a huge ZZ Top fan, obviously. So very, very, very cool. This one was on my want list. It's been on my want list, and this has been bootlegged a million times, but to find an original pressing of the Cramps' Bad Music for Bad People on that IRS label from 1984, and this again was another just super clean copy. Very, very awesome to see this. This is a comp. This is actually a Canadian pressing as well, which I thought was kind of interesting. He had this very reasonably priced as well. So very cool to add this to my Cramps collection. I'll have another Cramps to show you in another video that I will do down the road that I picked up as well. I was very excited to pick that up. So I might be good on my Cramps because I really like the early Cramps, which granted they didn't put out a ton of albums, but their stuff basically from here and beyond is what I really like their first 2 albums. But yeah, was super excited to get an actual original copy of this. I know that this was on Steve Carlson. I know this was on your want list for the longest time to get an OG back in your collection, and you recently did. So I figured you'd be proud of me for being able to get this, because again, this is an original. This isn't a bootleg. So very excited. Songs that people might know: Garbage Man, Goo Goo Muck, Human Fly, TV Set. You know, there's only 11 songs on this, but yeah, this was also the last album that IRS put out from the Cramps, because they had just left the label. So yeah, very excited, and that's an iconic cover. Just a awesome cover. So yeah, very, very cool. And then the last record that I picked up is this one here. This was another heavy one on my want list, and that is an original pressing of Shake Your Money Maker by the Black Crowes on that Deaf American label. And the reason you know that this is an OG pressing is because the inner sleeve, which it does have, does not have Rick Rubin as a producer. If I can get that to, I don't know if that's coming in or not, but the represses have Rick Rubin listed here. That's not coming in, but and he is not listed. So that's how you know that you have a real first pressing and not one of the represses. This to me is one of the best debut albums that there is. Technically came out in 89, or recorded in 89, but came out in 1990. I mean, I think everyone really knows this record. And this is really the best sounding version of this album. The 2015 that came out sucks. I think there was another one that came out The 30th anniversary one that came out, I have that one. It doesn't really sound great either. This definitely is the best sounding pressing of this album. So very excited to pick this up. I will say this disc is super thin. It can't be 140 gram. It's got to be lighter. But again, all three of these records, I cannot believe the condition on how clean they were. I played this already today, and as soon as I dropped the needle, no surface noise, no anything. Clean. I mean, it's the cover, the sleeve's got some creases in it, you know, so I mean, I still give it a VG plus because there's no tears or big marks or anything on it. But I mean, I'm gonna call the disc VG plus, but I'll be honest with you, it's as close to near mint as I would call anything. But I'm not gonna grade it that way because I'm being very conservative. But it's super clean. Like I said, played beautifully. So anyway, guys, great time at Noble today. Hanging out with good friends, talking music, talking records, just talking life. Spent a lot of time obviously outside, but the time really went by quick, and that's what happens when you're hanging out with good friends. So anyway, I hope you guys liked what I showed you. If you were there at Noble Records and I didn't see you, I'm sorry. And if you would give me a old thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, hit that like and subscribe button, and until next time, I'll catch you later. Peace and love. Bye.